So you guys move through the tunnel into the chamber that is has this really faint violet glow to it. There's fungi all over this cavern. They come in a bunch of different shapes and sizes. Some are really squatting down to the floor and wiggling these like weird appendages. Others are upwards of 20 feet tall into the air. And they're puffing. They can puff out these golden glittering spores every so often. And then you see these orbs of violet light shine from the walls and the ceiling, which paints this really lavenderish glow in the whole area.
You know where else you can find some fun guys? Right here on this podcast, Dungeon Arcade. Everybody, please subscribe.
Can you guys roll a perception check for me?
Nope.
Well, the first time you've refused to roll this time. I got a 17.
I got an 8.
12.
Okay. So Ash and Dash, you guys notice that the orbs of light some of the orbs of light are actually moving.
If I touch them, do I get my super?
What'd you say?
If I touch them, do I get my super?
You might. We'll find out. You notice that they're moving, and as you examine closer, you realize that these things are actually some kind of beetle that are feeding off of the fungus.
Don't give me anything.
You don't really recognize the beetles themselves, but they're insects, and that's interesting. Okay. At least I think it is. Yeah.
It wasn't uninteresting, So
you guys are standing in the entrance to this chamber, and you see that it kind of moves. It probably moves back or goes back about 20 feet, and then it turns to the left and hooks back around. Do you guys want to go further into this, or do we want to go back? Does anybody want to do like a nature check to see if they can identify any of the fungus? Or
I could. I'm not really good at that, but I could try it.
We could have a nature boy do that.
I figured maybe more your ranger might want.
He might, but I mean, I'll still roll one. We'll let our ranger do it.
Non-natural 20.
Okay,
right. Much better than my 4.
So as you're just kind of doing a cursory glance of the fungus that you see from standing at the entrance, and you notice that there is one fungus actually that, although the rest are kind of purple violet, you see one that's actually more of a bluish tone. It also has these 3 tentacles that seem to come off it and go up, 2 on one side and then 1 on the other of the stalk of the mushroom. And on the very top of it, its head kind of is shaped like a flower pattern. Like it almost looks like it's petals, but it's a solid like head of a mushroom. And you see that, and you remember somewhere in the back of your mind, either your parents or your mentor showed you this fungus at some point, and showed you how you can actually use this to heal you, to fix things that are wrong with you. You have to take off. You have to take off the branches to it. But you can't remember if you're supposed to eat the head or the stalk of the mushroom.
Okay. I will pick the mushrooms, remove the branches, and then cut it in half so that way I have just the head and just the stalk. And I'll hand the head to Dash.
Thanks.
So eat it.
What?
Eat it. It'll heal you.
You know, Ash, you've said so many commands to me throughout my life, and the majority of them have ended almost in near disaster. And I'm really doubting if I should eat this mushroom right now.
It'll heal you. I've been learning how to be a ranger, and part of that is learning
Where?
mushrooms.
Well, I guess that's as fair of an argument as you've ever given in your life. So, bottoms up, I guess. That's what you say with drinks, and I eat it.
And you were given the head, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you eat it. It doesn't taste bad. It actually tastes. I mean, it tastes kind of good. Like it's a raw mushroom, but there's kind of a nuance to that flavor. It's almost a little peppery. It's really nice. And then it isn't. All of a sudden, it tastes like the nastiest thing you've ever put in your mouth. It tastes like you've been eating horse turds off the ground. And the taste will not go away.
Ash, what is this? This tastes horrible.
But in that same moment, you suddenly feel like you've regained about 11 hit points.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel great, but this is the worst thing I've ever eaten in my life.
It's a good metaphor for life, I think.
The most insightful thing your character has ever thought. All right, I'm back up to 20, baby. Back up to full.
Didn't really know what that meant. My teacher said it to me once.
Oh, well, that also makes just about as much sense.
Is there any more? Is there like another one, or is it?
Yeah, there are a couple. They tend to grow in clusters, so there's probably about 8 or 9 of them just sitting right there. You know that they won't last very long if you pluck them from the ground, but I mean, you probably got a good day out of them if you take them all.
Oh yeah, then I'll take all of them. How many are there?
Let's say 8. How about that?
8. Okay, then I cut one up and give the head to Ella as well.
Okay.
I don't want to eat this.
I mean, I definitely don't feel like I just got doused in acid, but boy, did that taste maybe the worst it possibly could have. It's gonna be really good at first, and then it's gonna hit you very hard all at once.
Okay, Ella plugs her nose and eats the mushroom head.
Oh, hun, that's not gonna help, I don't think.
You have essentially the exact same experience. It tastes amazing at first, actually really good, and then it just turns into one of the worst things you've ever eaten. But you actually managed to gain 14 hit points back from it.
Sick.
Ooh.
You know, smaller body dispersed over surface area and all that. Yeah, so
A lot of words you just said.
While she's doing that, I like prepare the rest of them. Like remove the heads and basically just keep the heads of them.
okay. Yep. So you have 7 of those now, right? Because you used 1 for Ella, so you're down to 7. Cool. Okay. So do you guys want to move further into this room? I mean,
Do we want to collect any of this like fungus stuff because I have a theory. Maybe. We've been fighting a bunch of demon rat things, right?
yeah.
Yes, that is what we've been doing.
Excellent observation there.
Very
Okay.
astute, Dashner.
I'm really glad you're paying attention there. Dad.
Okay. So I have with me a vial of this yellow liquid. We have this other purple one, and there's this violet fungus that we need to make that potion that's in the notebook. That is literally called Potion Rat Domination. If we can make that, could we maybe make the rats like cooperate somehow, like domination over them? And like, so the yellow puffball, we have a yellow liquid. There's Weeping Wig. We have some other unknown liquid. The third ingredient would be here. That would be it, right? We just have to find his lab at that point.
I think you're reading the notebook wrong there, Dash.
Are you positive?
Because I'm pretty sure yellow puffball and weeping wig are the 2 ingredients you need for the rat control. And we have two potions.
Whatever. Great. Okay, then maybe we don't actually need the other fungus.
I think the violet fungus is bad.
I think you're right. Now that I'm reading it again,
just based off.
It does say
correct.
the words deadly violet
yeah,
fungus.
I did certainly not read that second paragraph, did I?
But okay, did you
then
say
never
that
mind.
there's
I think we can leave.
Did you say that there's yellow puffball here?
It said that there should be some in here, but I have a yellow.
Yeah, but Ella looks. Are there yellow funguses here?
So you're going to need to do a perception check. So in the notebook, it specifically says that the mighty rat bear pig is
half
used
bear,
to sniff
half
them
rat,
out.
half pig.
So it's not an easy thing to get to, and it's not an easy thing to find. So so if you want to just do a cursory glance around, you can try to find one.
What am I doing? Investigating?
Do an investigation, yeah, because you're looking for something specific.
Okay, that's a 19.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you hold on one second. So yeah, you're looking around, and there's what looks like yellow puffball. I mean, it's another kind of fungus. It's a yellowish color, and I mean, it looks like a little puffball head on top of it. As you reach down, you feel. I'm assuming you're reaching down to grab it.
Sure.
Or you're just pointing it out. Okay. So as you reach down to grab it, you all of a sudden feel a fungus, one of the tentacles of another fungus, touch you, and it almost feels like there's a burning sensation. It does 2 damage.
Oh, lame. Did I see the fungus that the tentacles came from?
You saw the fungus and you realize that there is, this is probably the purplest fungus in this room right now, is where this tentacle came from. This is probably the violet fungus that the notebook referred to.
Is it everywhere such that
no, this is a very unique shape, actually. You haven't seen this shape before, at least you don't remember specifically seeing this shape before. And I assume you pull your hand back away from
right.
this.
Yeah, she recoils. Yeah.
So you look at as you kind of look around, you don't actually see another one. You only know where that one is.
Okay.
As she's looking, I'm looking for a weeping wig.
Okay, give me a perception roll or an investigation. Sorry.
Ooh, that is a 2.
Oof.
Yeah, you don't find it.
Yeah, there's none in here, guys. I don't know.
You wind up wandering pretty far into the cavern itself, you kind of get to where it turns left, and as you do that, you realize that there's another chamber at the end here. And as you kind of get closer to it just to look at it, and there's a shallow pool of water covering the floor at this chamber at the end of this. It's a pretty small round chamber, and floating on the water surface are 2 large dark purple lotus flowers. They have these seed pods in the middle of them that are just glowing faintly in the darkness. And in the very center of the room, there's a stone statue of a fish-like humanoid wearing these priestly robes. The entire surface of the statue is glistening with this kind of mucusiness. And it's holding a hand outstretched, actually, this webbed hand. And in that webbed hand is a ceremonial bowl filled with dark purplish liquid. And as you kind of you're looking at this, you take a step into the room, and all of a sudden this thought deep inside your brain just begins to throb in your head persistently. The thought coalesces into a message, a command growing more enticing and horrible with every repetition. It says, "Mix the blood, take the power." Mix the blood. Take the power.
I don't even know what that means.
I think it means you should mix the blood and take the power. If
Like,
you listen to the
what
voice.
blood are we mixing? Like animal, like a dog.
Asher
and
is the worst person to
cat.
try and mind control because there's so little ground there. Also, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that in this dungeon now there are 2 stone statues. Is there a door to the past?
Is there a door
Oh
to the
my
past?
gosh. Oh my lord.
Anybody catch that sick Sonic Adventure reference?
God in heaven.
2 stone statues. A door to the past.
Gosh, man.
Oof. Big oof.
Get a load of this. You just brought back like repressed memories that I didn't know I needed right now, or knew I even had.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay.
Where you going, Big Drip? Anyway, we've quoted Sonic Adventure enough. Or have we?
Definitely not.
I would say we have. So
Can you ever Sonic Adventure too much?
So Ash, so no one else actually can see you. You've wandered over to this part of the cavern on your own. Everyone else is still kind of back near the entrance-ish. They're not around the bend yet.
Okay.
And you feel this message deep inside of you, and you know that what it wants you to do is mix your own blood into whatever the liquid inside that bowl is. Yeah, and you.
I'm gonna.
No, go for it.
How far into the room am I? Like just like a step in?
You are. I mean, you're right in the entrance. So your feet are in the water. You're right at the edge of that water. If you take a few more steps, I mean, the water is only, let's say like 3 or 4 inches deep. So it's at its deepest. So it's not, like you have to swim or anything. But you are where the water. I mean, it's just like 1 inch deep. It's not even over your shoes or anything.
Yeah. Is there like anything else in the room, or is it just the statue?
It's the statue and then the 2 lotus flowers, which if you want to roll a nature check on those, I can give you some information on them.
Yeah. That's a 16.
Okay. So you've heard legends about the black lotus flower. You've never actually seen one before. But from what you know about lotus flowers in general, you know that these are currently in what's known as full bloom. They're very delicate, and they give off these glowing seed pods, and their wisps of magic actually dances off them and then dissipates into the air. You know that the wizards at Unseen University are always trying to get people to find these, and people are always bringing black lotuses to them to sell, but no one's ever actually brought a real black lotus. They're extremely rare. They're worth a lot of money, but they're also just a very interesting bit of nature. They're kind of the legends of them make them date back to the beginning of the disc. They're ancient, old magic that are raw magic in and of themselves.
Is this a reference to the Magic the Gathering card?
It isn't, but that would have been good. I wish I was that clever.
I'm gonna take a few more steps in.
Okay. As you take a few more steps in, that pull to mix your blood into that liquid, into the bowl, gets much more intense. You still feel like you can resist it. For whatever reason, it's not. You feel like if it wanted to, it could grab a hold of your mind and make you do whatever it wanted, but it's not. It's holding back. It's letting you make the decision.
I'm gonna take out my dagger, cut my thumb a little bit, and then walk up and kind of squeeze into the bowl.
Into the bowl. Okay.
Oh no.
Time to kill our friend. Time to kill our friend. It's time to kill our friend.
That or I just committed suicide. So I mean, yeah.
It was like the exact right person to go in there too.
Really though.
I love it. 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 Okay, so you cut your thumb and you take a few more steps towards the bowl until you can reach out your thumb over the bowl and you squeeze, and a single drop of your blood falls into the black liquid. As your blood lands in that bowl, the liquid swirls. It starts to glow ever so slightly until it becomes really horrible reddish color. Then it goes clear, and then it returns back to its black. And you hear inside your brain, it says, "A wise choice, servant. You may go."
Cool. And I turn around and walk away.
All right.
Cool. So you walk back towards the entrance, and presumably, you kind of suck on your thumb a little bit, make sure that the blood stops. And as you get within view of your friends, you hear the voice inside the back of your head say, "They can't know what happened."
Hey Ash, did you find anything over there?
Yes, another statue.
What?
There's no one of those fish people statues.
Oh. Hey Capgris.
Yeah, what's up?
Why would there be two of those things? What's going on here? Because this seems more than coincidence now.
You're saying
Like-
he didn't see the first statue, right? Maybe it's a different statue.
I mean, we can go check it out, but I have a pretty strong feeling.
Can we go check it out?
How many fish people statues are there?
Yeah, all right, let's go check out the fish person statue that may or may not be related to the first one.
Okay. So you guys, you walk through the cavern again, careful to avoid the fungi, and you get to where the end of the cavern, where Asher said that the fish statue would be or is, and you see the same small room. There are these two black lotus flowers floating in the liquid, and there is a fish statue. This time it doesn't have any of the ornaments or anything like that in the last room on it, with one hand down and one hand up, like almost like it would be waving at you, but just one hand up, like it's taking an oath, I guess. The right hand raised in the air. Like it's blessing whoever decides to worship at its feet. And I mean, Asher, you know that that there was a bowl here before, a bowl that you dropped your blood into.
Yeah, but it said not to tell them, so I'm not gonna tell.
Yeah. I'm just, yeah. And that's what you guys see. And Capgris is looking at this, and you guys take a few steps into the room, and you kind of feel this urge to go up closer. But it's just that. It's just an urge to get closer to it. It doesn't tell you anything. It doesn't speak to you or anything like that. And Capgris stands at the entrance to this cavern and just goes, "Huh."
I'm going to move closer to check it out.
Okay. You get close, and it really reminds you of the last statue that you saw. It has that same mucus layer on it. It's wearing these weird robes just like before. It feels like it was made in reverence, and floating around you are the black lotus flowers.
Is there any loot at this one?
Nope. There's no loot at this one.
This one feels like a ripoff.
For whatever reason, this one doesn't have any like loop to it. And this is what's kind of odd for Capgris too, where he's standing there and he kind of says out loud, and he says, "No one's sworn off their possessions to this one."
Do you think it's got some other purpose then?
I don't know.
Has maybe no one else found this one before us? Is it possible that it's like just been here for so long that
I mean, it's possible. I only knew about one old voice.
Well, I mean, you could
statue.
have multiple. Oh, only one statue. I was going to say you could have multiple statues for the same thing. Is it possible that maybe they weren't just worshiping some random statue?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible.
Like maybe, I don't know. Something feels off about this one.
You feel kind of this feeling inside your head, and it just makes you want to leave. Like I'm sure that, like, as weird as this is, especially compared to the last one and everything, you were feeling like you wanted to go, but there's this moment where you feel like you need to get out right now. Like this has become dangerous, or this is like there's something about to happen in your mind, and you feel this intense urge to leave the chamber.
I feel as if something is going to happen like to my mind, or something is going to happen. Like I get this like thought in my head, like we need to go now.
You get this thought in your head that you need to go now. You're not entirely sure what's about to happen, or if something is even about to happen. It just feels like this is not a safe place to be. I need to leave.
I'll back up a little bit, but I don't know if I'm actually going to leave the chamber entirely yet.
Yeah.
Okay. We have gotten supremely sidetracked. I don't like these fish. I don't like these mushrooms. And I don't like these rats. We just need to kill a big demon and go home. Can we go do that, please?
Would you say because of these mushrooms you're having a bad trip?
Heyo!
It's not funny.
I high five Capris.
It's not even funny.
You definitely high five back. Yeah, no, I'm with Ella, guys. I don't like the old voice statues. I don't know. I don't even like. I'm not an alchemist. I don't know how to make a potion.
It seems pretty clear cut. We put 2 liquids into a bottle and it's done.
But they're not liquids. They're mushrooms. Then we need to turn those into liquids.
If we find his lab, it
feels like a lot of steps, and we're just
2.
It just feels like a lot of steps.
It's the second smallest number.
Okay, well, here's the thing. We found the puffballs, and there's some other malicious fungus that's zapping me when I try to get that. We can't even find the other one. Let's just go.
Well, maybe
Can we
the
just
2
keep
vials
going,
that I have
please?
are the ones, and we can just go off the benefit of the doubt.
Great. If that
I'm still
happens,
concerned
then more
about
power to
this.
us.
Do you I just want to clarify this. Do you think that you need to mix the 2 potions that you have, or do you think you have 2 different potions?
I don't exactly know.
Okay.
I think you have finished products, not ingredients.
You can take a little sip.
I could. I mean, at this point, what else do we have? Man, this is peer pressure. You're trying to get me to drink.
Try the yellow one. We know that the purple one's probably bad because it's the nasty fungus.
All right, fine. I take a sip of the yellow one.
Just a tiny sip.
I take a tiny sip of the yellow one. This is where Dashner dies, everyone. Goodbye. Gonna turn into like a cockroach and you're gonna step on me by accident or something.
You take a sip of the yellow potion, just the tiniest sip, and just for like the briefest second, you feel like you can emit thoughts from your brain. Like you feel like you can talk to something else just using your mind.
Okay, I'm gonna take a slightly. I'm going to really make sure that I'm not gonna use all this. I'm gonna take a little bit bigger of a sip and then look at Ash and try to speak into his mind and just say "boo" at him. Like just try to.
I know what you're saying. Okay.
Okay.
So you take a slightly bigger sip, and I mean, very quickly, as soon as you're swallowing, you do this action towards Ash, and he doesn't hear anything from you.
Oh, well, this one's weird. I don't know what's going on with this one.
Great.
I don't know how it
We've
works.
solved the puzzle. Can we keep going, please?
I feel like I can talk to things with my brain, but it's not working.
All right.
That's a weird thing to say. Listen, you're the one who told me to drink a strange liquid.
Dash has discovered drugs.
I get that kind of feeling all the time.
Yep.
Okay, well, that's deeply concerning then. I should have never drank this.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Yeah, I think Cabgris is gonna follow you too. He's over whatever this side was.
I'm gonna just down the rest of the yellow one at this point if it's not actually gonna work.
You're gonna down the rest of the yellow one?
Okay, maybe I won't down the rest of it. I mean, did it taste good?
It tastes like mushrooms.
The good mushroom or the mushroom that turned to crap in my mouth?
It tastes like a normal mushroom.
Okay, well so not great, but not bad, I guess.
Okay, it's probably the mind control one. That's probably a finished rat control potion. So let's save that until there's rats to
You're
control.
probably right. I still kind of want to try the purple one now, though.
I think the purple one's going to make your insides explode.
Well, why would that guard have? The guard had it on him.
Yeah, to throw it at someone? I don't know.
I mean, okay, is it in the same type of vial as the yellow one was? The purple one?
Exact same type of vial. It's just purple instead of yellow. It's also thicker. It's a lot thicker.
I really could not disagree with this idea more.
I'm gonna smell the purple one. I'm just gonna open it and take a quick whiff.
It smells like mushrooms.
I just really want to weigh all the options here.
It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't really have much of a smell to it. Like it's pretty neutral.
Hey guys, this one has a pretty neutral smell. If I had to describe it in terms of
Dashner,
in terms of alignment, what?
Dashner?
Yeah.
I think maybe you've lost the plot here a little bit, and you've gotten so deep into what's happening right now that you can't see the forest for the trees. Here's the reality.
We need to kill
Listen,
the demon.
let me finish. Here's the reality of what you're about to do. We are going into a secret demon dimension, and we are currently in there. And you have taken a vial of some unidentified liquid off of a guard trying to kill us. And now we have reason to believe that that liquid is derived from some mysterious demon fungus. And you are thinking, let me put this in my body. I think that's bad.
Counter argument. What if he was going to drink it before we killed him?
Okay, try. I've given you my argument. I don't care. I'm leaving.
Sounds like that's how you get superpowers.
I mean, right?
I wouldn't drink that if I were you.
Fine, I'll not drink it yet. And then I wink at Asher as I say yet.
He just gives you finger guns.
Awesome.
Finger crossbows.
Cool. Oh yeah, I forgot we decided on that.
Ella has left the fungus chamber.
I'm aware. I guess I'll leave as well.
All right, so you guys head out of the fungus chamber. You go back to the crossroads. Careful to step around the neon green liquid that's left of the Rattensteins. Is that what we call them?
Yes,
yep. Rattenstein.
And you're back in the crossroads. There is the river, and there is the tunnel that leads further into the demonic caverns. Where do you want to go?
I originally said cavern. I still feel like that was the correct choice. I vote cavern.
I'll go cavern.
Yeah, if anything,
I've had my side tangent for a little bit now.
If anything, it'll be easier to backtrack from the cavern than the river.
That's true.
Tracks. Okay. So you guys head on down the cavern a good ways away, probably 30, 40 feet, something like that. As you guys are moving, so in this case, you'd be moving in a southwesterly fashion, so kind of diagonally if you're looking overhead. And then as you're moving about 40 feet down the cavern to the right, to the north, you see another cavern open up. So you're moving down the tunnel. To the right, there's a cavern that opens up that as you kind of pop your head in, it doesn't really seem to go anywhere. It doesn't lead to another set of tunnels. You could also continue down your set of tunnels if you the tunnel that you're already going down if you want. But inside this chamber, you see rows of long wooden tables And it's a disgustingly dirty room. There are metal cages on top of the tables. A lot of them contain rats of different sizes and shapes. You hear the sound of like chittering that you've heard every time the rats have come near you. And there's the smell of rat droppings. And as you kind of look around, you're not sure if you notice movement that's not in those cages.
No thanks. I'm going. I'll wait outside.
As you're waiting, as you've decided to wait outside, you suddenly hear a voice inside your head that says, "Stay your weapons. Nibbles wishes to speak with you."
We all do.
All of you. "Perhaps we can help each other out."
Hey,
Did you
Ella,
hear
is there room
that?
for a second person out there?
What did you say?
I said, is there room for a second person to just wait out there now?
Did you all hear that?
I mean, I drank a potion, so I wouldn't be shocked if I'm just like done right now.
I kind
But,
of
like-
walk inside.
Oh, well, there we go. So I guess he heard it.
Stop where you are. Stop where you are right now.
Stop.
All right, I can almost certainly say that Asher's also heard it.
You, before you enter my chambers, I need you to put your weapons down.
Who
All
is
right,
talking?
Well-
I promise no harm will come to you as long as you respect the peace.
Okay, spirit in the yellow potion I drank. I'll leave the sword here, but we kind of need to keep this axe with us at like all times, just for personal safety, because there's a demon that wants to kill us. So we need this one, and also we kind of stole it, and I went through a lot to get it, and yeah, I'll leave the sword, but I'll keep the axe.
You can put the axe on the table.
In there or
In
out
here.
Okay.
In here. You're allowed to keep it with you, but you can't touch it.
I'll take that.
I'm good out here.
She doesn't like things like this, I guess.
I draw the line at rats that talk in my head.
Seems slightly racist, but that's just me.
Call it what you will.
I put the sword I put the sword down, I guess, just like on the ground, and start approaching.
Very good. Now, how about you other two? And Capris kind of stands at the door next to he's like a step behind Asher, and he's like, I don't have any weapons, and
This one can't really touch things very easily, so
I'm in for whatever this is. Let me tell you, we're in a demon hellscape. I can touch a lot of things. Don't worry about that.
okay, that's cool.
That's not how I would describe it to you guys, though. Just so we're aware.
I don't want to put my weapons down.
Very well. You may stay outside the chamber.
All right, I'll gladly do that.
But
Have fun in there, guys.
Just know that should you decide to enter my chamber with your weapons, your friends will meet a very unfortunate demise.
Yep, I have no plans of entering your chamber with or without weapons, so we're good.
Question. If
She's not.
If you're so sure that you could just kill us anytime, then why does it matter if we bring weapons in or not?
Great point, Asher. He's always
That's-
got those great points.
That is a one.
Hey, actually, Asher, I'm really proud of you. That's your first good point. Maybe of the month.
You do raise an excellent point, young one, but here's the deal. I need you. And I believe we could be mutually beneficial to each other. But I need you to trust me.
I mean, if he doesn't want to go in, it can just be Capris and I.
That's fine with me. If you are the two decision makers, that's fine.
Not usually,
time
but
out.
currently
I'm-
everyone else is.
No, I'm the
Currently-
decision maker. I've just made the decision to stay out of this.
All right.
Just
Well,
let
we're
me be
going
clear.
to cut you off from this conversation, and the voice stops speaking to you. And the voice is speaking to Dash, Ash, and Capris, and specifically to Ash. He says, "Do you wish to take part in these negotiations?"
Do I really have to leave my bow? I
You
really like
must.
this bow. It's
You-
my favorite bow.
You don't need
What
to
if-
leave. You don't need to leave the bow if you wish to just leave your arrows.
I feel like that's going to be harder for him in a sense.
That took me so long to get those arrows.
It really did. It took him
Could I
quite
just-
a while.
Could I just put the bow on the table like he's doing with the axe?
You need to leave the arrows outside.
If you want to stay out here, that's fine. I think Capgris and I can figure it out. I'm amped up on yellow potion and ready to go.
I,
I actually don't know if that still has any effect on me. I don't think it does.
I take my bow and I look at it very lovingly and I hand it to Ella and say, if anything happens to this,
hi, Cat.
I will make it my lifelong journey to destroy you.
Well, this is taking a fun turn.
And then I walk inside.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Look at you three. You
Look at us.
So you walk into the chamber, and all around you there are cages that contain all sorts of different types of these demonic little rats that you've been battling. Some that you've seen before, some that you've never seen, some that are like mid transformation. There's just, this room is just, it's kind of vile, really, at the end of the day, and you can't quite pinpoint where the speaker is. Or who is speaking into your mind, at least. And as you walk in, all of these rats that are in the cages, they look at you, but they stop making that chittering sound that they were making before. They don't seem like they're trying to come at you or fight you or anything. They seem appeased by whatever this other thing is. Nibbles, as it called itself. But
Totally cool. Totally normal and cool name.
they're very interested in you. Yeah. So Nibbles, you hear Nibbles in your head. It just says, "So you've come to kill Asthos, is that correct?"
I mean, yeah.
Very good. Very good. I can take you to him.
So far, so good.
I just need one thing from you. A very small thing. It won't be much, I promise.
Now, see, that's what people say when they're about to like ask for something very large that usually gets somebody in the party killed, and then we have like a vengeance arc. And yeah, I don't.
Here's the thing. It's not much to you, but it's everything to me. I wish to be free.
I mean, can't you just leave?
Very well. And
No, I'm just asking. Like the door, you could just leave.
you hear one of the cages start to rattle, which at this point, the only other noise in the cavern has been Nibbles talking. And you turn to your right and you see on one of the tables a small cage with a maybe slightly larger than normal rat, but it's not much. It's not much larger than what a normal rat size would be. And it kind of squeaks, and then you hear, and you hear in your head, "This is me."
I understand the problem now. All right. Cool. Yep, that answers a lot of questions. Hey, this is super unrelated. I want to prove a friend wrong. What is this purple potion? Do you know? And I hold out the purple potion.
Oh my god, let it go.
Nibbles looks closer at it, and he says, "Could you take the lid off for me? Let me sniff it."
I told you sniffing would work, and I opened the thing.
Yes, that's what we would call a slick potion, if you will. If you throw it at somebody, the ground in front of them becomes very slick. It's very hard for them to move.
What would happen if someone drank it?
I mean, the insides would become very slick, I imagine.
Okay, so I wouldn't die. That would have just been really unpleasant, I guess.
Well, you could die from, too much slickness, if you will.
Okay.
If things are rushing out of you very quickly, you could die.
Yep. All right.
You understand.
Your colon would be.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't poison, so point dash. Anyway, back to the negotiations.
It's sort of poisonous. I mean,
I'm taking it as a win. Anyway, sorry, I really just needed to get that answer.
Yes. Well, I could use some help. That's where we're at. I was made to be second command of this hellscape, if you will. Unfortunately, Asthos has spent less and less time with me, and I've spent more and more time locked in this cage and not doing much of anything at the end of the day. And I wish to roam the world, your world, free.
Hey, how's it going in there?
Hey, guess what? I was right. It's super not poison, and you could definitely drink it if you wanted to.
I don't think that's what I said.
Hey, what she doesn't know can't hurt her. Anyway.
Great update.
Just thought you'd want to know. Also, there's a bunch of rats in here. You'd hate it.
Yep, that's why I'm out here.
So, what is it? Do you want my help, and will you help me, or is this deal dead in the water, as they say?
Is there a reason we shouldn't help Capgris or Ash? If he's going to help us? Because it seems to me like he's in control of a rat army.
Is it a he or is it a she?
I'm sorry.
I don't know enough about rats.
I'm sorry if I misgendered you. They.
I choose not to abide by such arcane terminology.
Okay. Nibbles seems. Hey, do you control this army of rats?
Oh yes, they're very much under my influence.
Cool. This super seems like maybe it's a good idea then.
Yep, 100%. I'm in.
Capris?
No. You misunderstand.
Oh.
They are under my influence in the sense that they will do my bidding, but they will not do my bidding against Asthos.
Dang it.
There are hierarchies to control, and as stated, I was only ever raised to be second in command.
I was thinking more along the lines of they won't be attacking us anymore.
That also
yes. No, I only control the rats in this room.
Oh.
So that wouldn't matter then.
No, it will not help you in any way. The only thing I can do is direct you to Asthos's chambers and identify probably the best way to kill him, if that helps at all.
I mean, I think we've got the killing thing under control, but
well, I'm just saying. I mean, it seems like you have a wonderful plan. Just walk through the front door.
Yep.
So far, so good.
But I could show you the back door if you wish.
I mean, Hey, Capgris, you want to weigh in on any of this? You've been awful quiet.
Oh boy. I don't trust that thing at all. That's where I stand right now.
All right.
I don't like.
It's a fair argument.
I don't like that he's against Asthos. First of all, that's weird. That's wrong. If he's really second in command, he probably shouldn't be against him, right? That makes sense to me. It just tracks to me. Second, this thing has some amount of mind powerness. Super intelligent rat thing. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think I may have just come up with a third point. Also,
I'm not sure I want that thing, free in our world.
Also, if we kill Asthos, he'll technically be first in command, and
That's
then he'll be free in the world with a demon rat army.
With a demon rat army, yeah. There are a couple negatives here.
Yeah, I'm starting to see.
But back door.
I can just walk through the back wall.
We have to. How do you think we're going to get to the back?
I don't.
What? I don't understand how that helps us.
The rock. We don't need to I mean, at this point, he doesn't need to show us how to get in some back door. If we literally find any wall that he's not facing, I can walk up behind him.
But it's his bed chambers that we're going into. In order to walk up behind him, you either have to know which way he's looking, or you have to be along the hidden back door, which is hidden.
I don't think it matters because you already said you don't trust him at all.
Yeah, I know.
Too.
So I'm going to defer to you on this one.
Yeah, I mean, the whole idea of him having the entire rat army.
Asher, you actually hear in your head just a very subtle, like, free him. Free Nibbles.
On the other hand, he is... That back door could be the difference between us winning and dying.
That's true.
Are you really going to put this on me?
Look, I'm not sure I'm for this. If you guys think it's the best move.
Out here.
What?
It's pretty boring.
Ella, come in here.
Jeez, yeah, we really need a
Put your
fourth
weapon
party.
down.
Nope.
It's fine. Hey, Ella.
Ella.
Should we free the rat second in command?
Not a chance.
But he's gonna help.
Doesn't matter.
He said he knows where a back door is.
It's a rat.
But he can talk.
Even worse.
How
Hey,
many? Okay.
Rats
based
are
on-
part of nature. They're not all intrinsically bad.
Okay. We need to make a decision here.
You're right, but we're notoriously bad at that.
I need you to decide to make this deal with me, or I need you to leave.
I'm in. I think we do it.
Oh, I'm the deciding party. All right, what's this? Hey, Nibbles, what's to say that whenever we kill Astos and you get control of this rat army, you don't just immediately kill us and then go create a rat army world up above? What's to say that?
I have no ability to create these rat monsters as he does, nor am I interested in defiling my own species that way. I am merely interested in studying your world and understanding what it's like to be where the people are.
All right,
I want to see.
you're done.
I want to see them dance.
Can I shut off the brain transmitter
What
for like 10
is
seconds somehow? Manually?
Fire.
Also,
And why does it? What's the word? Burn?
I can show you fire.
Dash,
Yes,
remember
yes.
this, though. Even if that were a possibility, then he would be in command immediately after Astos' death, whether we help him or not.
It's true. I would be in
Also
command
really
regardless.
good. That's actually a really good point now, isn't it?
I am just ensuring that you accomplish your goal and get me the
Is there
heck
like a-
out of hell.
Is there like a third in command? That's more of a curiosity thing.
I don't know.
What would happen if both of you were gone?
Last I knew there was Jeremy, and Jeremy was up above. He was guarding one of the doors. I assume
Okay,
he
well,
killed him and we're good.
he's definitely out of the picture.
So I don't know. There's the chain of command breaks down after that.
So what would? So we
I hope
kill
you guys aren't
Astos.
in there
and
arguing about rat organizational structure.
I'm going somewhere with this.
There's a very sophisticated corporate structure that this is team in.
Okay, no. So we kill Astos, then it's you. If you so you have control of this rat army and you go to the surface.
I'm not interested in taking the rat army to the surface. I have no.
I know, but you just go and you're still in control of them, and you'll have them stay here forever. If
Sure.
something were to happen to you, what would then happen with all of these rat demon things?
Well, they'd be locked away and stuck down here until they died. It's simple. It's no one could.
I just really wanted to make sure that if something were to also happen to you, then there wouldn't be just a
No.
free will rat army on the
No,
loose.
they are not. They're not free will. They're creations. They were made to be controlled, made to be used as tools. And if there is no master craftsman guiding those tools, what use are they?
All right. I mean, he knows more than I do about this, and he could very well be lying. But honestly, I don't have a counter argument to that one. So, Capgris, I'm gonna let you make the final call here, or at least put in another word. We see where Ash stands. He says, "Do it." Ella, hey Ella, are you sure you don't want to weigh in? Because boy, could we really use another voice.
I think I've pretty clearly weighed in.
You've heard like 3 sentences.
That's plenty.
He sounds sincere. As I don't know if you guys know this, but I've been going through something lately, and you're told what you are all your life, and then there's a point where suddenly you realize maybe I'm not that thing, maybe I'm something else, or maybe the way I've been defining that thing is wrong, and it would be unfair, I guess, for me to apply that to Nibbles.
This got super deep, super fast. We're gonna help you. We'll help.
Excellent. And as you say that, he unlatches the cage that he's in, but like he doesn't actually do anything. It just pops open.
Wait,
And the cage swings open and he jumps out.
wait, hang on. So he
onto
asked
the
us to
table.
help him, and then he opened his own cage.
Oh, that was to appear weak to you. I can't actually get into the elevator and operate its buttons.
Yeah, that makes
I
a lot of
literally
sense.
need you to get me out of here. It's not.
Okay,
It's
cool.
not metaphorical. I'm trapped in this cage. I'm second in command. Do you think they're going to lock me in a cage?
Again, a good point.
Yeah, you really should have thought of that. Why are you operating with 12-year-olds? I don't know. It's
I'm not
a
even-
whole thing. I'll talk about it later. Excellent. I need a ride on one of you in order to keep up. Perhaps the young boy over there who wanted me set free almost immediately.
Yep,
what
let's do it.
what was your name again?
Asher.
Asher. Yes, I will ride astride your shoulder.
Cool.
And he-
On the left shoulder though, because I gotta reach behind me on my right.
for the
one.
arrows, of course. I
arrows,
understand.
yeah.
No. That makes total sense to me. I would never.
Speaking of which, can we get our stuff now?
Oh yes.
Cool.
Let's leave this horrible place.
Hey Ellie, you can come over. Everything's fine now.
You freed the rat, huh?
No.
I saw the whole thing, guys.
I rolled a 3 on my deception check anyway, so we certainly
Please
didn't free the
kill
rat.
this demon. I'm done with everything about this place.
Well,
If you want some of the yellow potion, if it'll make you feel better, you can use it.
I don't.
Hey,
don't
what does
want
this
any of
yellow potion do too while we're at it?
I'm sick
that
of
gives you
this.
temporary control over the rats themselves.
Awesome.
You can mind control them to do your bidding if you use it in their presence.
Capgris, which way are we going?
I think we're gonna ask Nibbles about that.
Yeah, that's the rat.
Capgris, you can ask Nibbles.
Oh my god.
Nibbles says we need to. Oh, it's gonna be a bit tricky. We need to float down the river, and there's a bit of a waterfall. But if you stay to the left and jump right at the end, there's a giant cliff ledge that you can grab onto.
Oh, this is my favorite Mario Party minigame.
It'll take you right behind the Chambers Bastos. So
Cool.
All right.
it's easy. It's nothing. There's nothing to it. There might be a couple of skeletons in the water, but that's nothing for us. We shall defeat them.
Yeah, what are you bringing to this party, Nibbles? How are you gonna help this
I
operation?
believe you just heard what I'm bringing to the party.
Yeah,
and
but
that
what
is-
with the whole skeleton situation, the whole combat thing? How are you gonna help us out with
I-
that one? I bet you're really skilled.
I informed you of the skeletons. There might very well even be an ooze, for all I am aware.
I bet that the rat.
he's like our
I bet that the
he's like our
rat is a
Goombella.
powerful
I know
sorcerer.
roughly where the guards are stationed, and I can help you identify them before you are on them. I'm sure you've had trouble with that already.
And it can cast fireball. I bet. All right, let's go.
All right. I think we're gonna call it right there, guys. You guys backtrack
2 hours.
to the crossroads, ready to enter the water below. And you freed Nibbles. My name is Adam. This has
What
been
a mistake.
this has been Dungeon Arcade, kids specifically. Thank you for listening. What do I normally say at the end of this? Why is this so hard for me? That's it. We played Dungeon Arcade.
Bye.
We're gonna say goodbye. To my left, we got Michael. Michael, give me your sign off.
I'm Michael, and I'm easily manipulated.
Directly in front of me, we got Alex. Hit me with it.
I'm Alex, and I'm playing Ella, and she's
Wow. To my right, we have Nate. Give me your sign off.
she's having a bad time.
I am Nathan, who plays Dashner. You're, I'm gonna say easily peer pressured boy.
And I have been Adam, your dungeon master. Let's keep track. We're nearing the end of this bad boy, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do after that. But we probably got only a couple more episodes here. So, bye. Thanks for listening.
Did you credit who made the campaign?
I didn't credit them who made the game again. Thank you very much. We are playing a modification of Madness of the Rat King, which is a 5th edition adventure supplement for all levels, created by Tomer Abramovici. You can get this on Drive-Thru RPG. That's Drive, THRU RPG.com. I think it's free, or it's a pay what you want. Highly recommend donating a little bit of money to it. This is honestly one of the best supplements I've seen. That's like, it's just free, like mind blowing. So definitely give the guy some money for his time, everything he's done. Again, Madness of the Rat King is the name of the supplement. Highly recommend. And that is going to do it for us with Dungeon Arcade.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! 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 Oh
God, where are you?
What was that?
Knuckles saying "Oh no" from Sonic Adventure.
Oh.